Yo, good morning everyone. Happy Monday. I hope we're having a blessed summer so far. Hope we're kicking ass and hope we're getting after it. But in today's video, I'm going to go over some cardio tips on things that I did when I first started losing weight and kind of go over some basics with you guys. And then I'm also going to run over some questions that I had on my Instagram bio or Instagram story for my Q&A. And then I'm also going to go over some new trip plans that I have within this next couple weeks within traveling, and a bunch of new content coming for you guys. So with that being said, let's go to the video. Yo, so that being said, I'm sipping on my pre and my Rice Krispie treat. Carb up before the gym. Gotta go smash legs. I fucking hate legs because I'm broken, but can't be a bitch. But I'll catch you guys after the gym with some Q&A questions, and then also throw in some cardio tips throughout the whole video to keep you guys interacted, so that way it's not just boring ass cardio tips, even though I know some of you guys love that shit. Alright, so here you guys are looking for some tips and ideas for cardio, and here are some things that I did that helped me lose over 200 pounds for some cardio. So with that being said, let's go. Alright, so the first thing, I know you guys probably know this is what I do a lot. I hop on the treadmill. I do 20 to 30 minutes at between 2 to 3 miles an hour, anywhere from 12 to 15 incline. That's what I did when I first started. And once you progress and it becomes easier, move up to an hour or 30 to 45 minutes. But when I was really dedicated, I was doing 60 minutes between 12 to 15 incline at 3 miles an hour. For an hour straight with a full sweatsuit, a hoodie. I was just layered up. So the next thing we got up is the Stairmaster. I know a lot of people actually like the Stairmaster, but in my opinion, I just have bad joints, so it's really not for me. But it's a really good alternative. Set it at your own pace. Do between 20 to 30 minutes. If you can go longer than that, do, once you progress. So if you made it this far to the fucking video, please like, comment, subscribe, share this shit around. Let's get this shit up. Alrighty, so we posted up in the whip for this Q&A, and the first question I have is, what are your biggest goals for the rest of the year? And the biggest goals that I have the rest of the year is to continue to grow and continue to grow my platforms, and also continue to grow the community that I am building right now. And also I want to do online coaching and personal training for people that are looking to lose weight and just get in the best shape of their life. As growing up, that I always wanted that pretty much, as that's something that a lot of people need, or they just need like a little kickstart to get going pretty much. Alrighty, next question is, what inspired you to change? So a lot of you guys know I was 400 pounds my whole life, and growing up I didn't really have the connection with my parents that I would like, or that most people would do. So I used food as comfort, and coming from having 2 near-death experiences, I've realized that I woke up one day and I realized that I'm still here. Like I'm still alive today, and I'm very fortunate to be where I'm at today, because most people don't get a second chance at life, and to say that I made it to my third is just incredible. So I feel like I have a passion, and I feel like I have a mission that God wants me to do, is to help inspire others, because one thing that I always live by is not every breath is promised. So make today as it could be your last, because in reality, none of us really know when that last breath's going to be. Alright, so the next thing that I would do would be the elliptical. I would do it between 20 to 30 minutes as well. Mostly everything I did for cardio was between 20 to 30 minutes. So with this, you get really good motion in your arms and really good motion in your legs. Stick at a steady speed. I can't hesitate that enough. Make sure you're staying consistent, no half-assing it. And if you personally don't like it, you don't like it. There's plenty of other options that you can do. Alright, so the next thing we got up is the bike. So personally, I loved biking around in the summer when I first started losing weight. The bike is an amazing resource. Really look into investing a bike and, riding around your town, or just going for a bike ride. It's really good and relaxing, especially in the nice summer evenings when it's not miserably hot. But I would, jump on between 20 to 30 minutes as well, just like everything else. There's so many different varieties that you can do, but this is one of my favorites with the treadmill. Alright, so next up we have this rowing machine, and this was one of my favorites just for, high intensity HIIT cardio, which is lower amount of time, but you burn a lot of calories pretty much. To break it down, this is a really good motion, and just everything else in general. It's really good cardio, nice high intense, and yeah. The next question I have is, do you do one-on-one coaching or like a quick 5-minute chat? And personally, I haven't done any of that yet, but I mean, if there's anybody that's really dedicated and really wants to do it, and shoot me a DM and say that you are willing to, because I'd always love to reach out and help people the best that I can. And I'm not going to overly charge people just because, like, one, I'm not certified yet, and two, you'd be like, I'm still beginning that. But I know what I know because I've had to go through the struggle, so it's not like I'm just going to give you bullshit answers. So yeah, if you guys ever want advice or you want to do something like that, DM me on Instagram. Alright, so the next question I have is, do you ever hold a grudge against your parents for your poor nutrition as a child? So, personally, I don't think it was my father's fault at all. He was growing up as a full-time parent, and, basically realizing that now we were living, paycheck to paycheck pretty much, going through the struggle. And in reality, there's some people that don't get food. So in reality, I'm very fortunate that I was able to have food on my plate, a roof over my head, and a bed to sleep on. So I personally do not hold a grudge on my father at all. He let me eat because, it shut me up. Because in reality, he was always stressed. He had a lot of things to worry about, and it just kept me out of his hair. So I understand completely, and I don't know, that's a toughy question for me. Next question I got is best advice on losing weight. And personally, what you need to understand is you need to be in a caloric deficit. You need to get your steps in between 10 to 12,000 steps a day, staying hydrated, drinking around 1 to 2 gallons of water a day, cutting out all the nasty foods that you don't need in your body, like fast food, soda, sugary candies, and shit like that. So that's a really good starting point. And then if you think about it, anything you do fast enough is considered cardio. If you have any other questions, reach out to me. All right, so besides all of the machines and the movements that you can do from the elliptical, the treadmill, the Stairmaster, the bike, and the rowing machine, so I also did jumping jacks, and then I would also do like running high knees, knee push-ups, and then, assisted pull-ups. And then I'm going to take you to the other side of the gym and show you another item that I really did enjoy when I first started, which you guys have probably seen, but I want to go ahead and run it over it again. All right, so in my gym, I'm very fortunate to have items like this. So we have the speed ropes, which if you did play football when you were younger, this is something that you probably have already done. Toss the rope up and down. Do that as long as you can. It's actually a lot difficult, or a lot more difficult than you think. And then also in my gym, we are assisted with a punching bag. I know a few gyms actually do like to carry those. We have wrestling mats. Me and my buddies always mess around. We have weighted dummies as well as like a speed bag. So over here we have really heavy tires from tractors, which I know some people, or even I think powerlifting gyms have them. I'm not 100% sure. Then we also have sledgehammers and empty kegs, where you can really work on keg slams, sledgehammer slams, tire flips up and down the gym. And then we have tires and sleds that we can take outside and run with. I really did enjoy those when I wasn't in a lot of pain. And then we also, we have boxing gear, we have kick pads, punching pads for people to help you. And honestly, boxing is a really good, high intense cardio. It takes a lot of focus. It's definitely a challenge for sure. So with that being said, that's really all I have for you that I would do with cardio inside the gym. I will definitely show on in a later video things that I would do on a day-to-day basis for cardio that evolves outside of the gym for people that do not have the liquidity for a gym membership. So let's get to the rest of the video. What's my current split? So my current split right now is Monday is back, which is lat focused and arms. Tuesday is shoulders and chest. Wednesdays is legs. Thursdays are back and trap focused and arms again. And then Friday is shoulder and chest, and then Saturday is legs and back. So that's my split that I am running before I start prep. Next question I have is, are you going to get rid of the extra skin? And personally, down the road I might, but I'm still only 21, so I still have a few years left of growth. So understanding that I can still grow into it a little bit, but not fully, is completely fine. And personally, I just don't have the liquidity to do that right now. It's just one of those things, because I look at it as more of like a motivational or a mindset that realized that I did it and nobody else did it. And personally, a lot of people in the industry, look at it as like, damn, like that's one of the best physiques around, because it really shows the hard work and dedication and the self-determination you need to put yourself through. Next question is, what made you get into fitness, and what is the best tip for beginners? So what made me get into fitness was just realizing I was tired of who I once was, and I always, wanted the best for myself, but I never gave in the work. So best advice I can give you is find what works for you, find what works for your body, do your own research, stay consistent, stay motivated, have that drive, and once you overcome those things and get those all down, you're going to be unstoppable, King. Do you ever feel embarrassed in public just walking around when you were bigger? So personally, man, yes, I did, because everyone pointed and laughed at me when I was fat, and my friends always stood up for me. But as I look at it now, people just want to dog on people because they want to make themselves feel better about themselves, because they think they're the best. But in reality, man, like, you just have to keep your head up. Don't listen to what anybody has to fucking think, because at the end of the day, you are who you are for a reason, and I can't stress that enough. And I understand completely what you're going through. It's just a mental battle that you have to overcome. This question is, what is something that surprised you after weight loss? So something that surprised me after weight loss was just the extra mobility, the extra range of motion, just everything of that nature that I had. And then realizing that, I can see my jawline now, I can see my veins, like that shit, just seeing that shit every day just amazes me. Next question I have is, what is your biggest goals for the rest of the year? So the biggest goals that I have for the rest of the year is start prep, continue to push myself to be the best version of myself, inspire others, grow my platforms, inspire millions and millions of more people, get into personal training and online coaching, and also become a motivational speaker, because I just think there's too many people in this world that take every breath for granted, but in reality, none of us know when that last breath will be. And honestly, I just can't wait to travel around this summer and take this is an opportunity to understand what life is. Growing up, I was too big to travel or do any of that thing because I was so embarrassed to take my shirt off or do anything, or just go in public in general. So I'm really looking forward to all that, and then stepping on stage in October and just shocking the nation and shocking the world, and really help get myself out there, because I don't look at it as that I'm better than anybody else. I look at it more as everybody is equal. People just have different stories and different lives. All right, the last question that I'm going to do is, if I lose weight, a lot of weight, does the loose skin go away with time? Personally, the loose skin will stretch and shrink up with time as your muscles continue to grow and your body gets used to the new recomposition. But in reality, if you have a lot like myself, you're not going to grow into it and all of it. I'm just going to put that out there now. Hope I don't hurt your feelings. But, at the end of the day, you have to realize that, so what if you have loose skin? You're the one that went through the hard work, the determination, the mindset, the mental battle that it took. And if you think about it, not very many people can say they lost a fuck ton of weight. It's incredibly so hard, and I think it's really hated on, just because there's just people hate on that shit for no reason. So if you made it this far to the fucking video, please like, comment, subscribe, share this shit around. Alrighty guys, so that was the Q&A. So next that I have up for you guys is traveling information. Alright, so as you guys know, I'm competing in summer shredding in October. But with that being said, there's a June show, which is June 24th. So, as I've never traveled before in my life, as I stated before earlier in the video, I am going to travel to Houston the 19th through the 26th to visit Alphaland, meet my coach, meet my team, and collab with a few people up that way, and just really help get my story out there and just, see who I can inspire. And also just get a change of scenery. I want to go to the beach for the first time and just do a fuck ton of different things. because, you know, realizing that I've never done stuff like this before is crazy, and there's just too much to lose. And yeah, it's going to cost quite a bit of money, but in reality, at the end of the day, like, you can't take money to the grave with you guys. So yeah, so we're going to go travel around. We're going to get an Airbnb. We're going to rent a nice car, treat ourselves up for a little bit, just for all the hard work and the determination that I've had to go through with this weight loss shit. And, you know, there's going to be a lot of vlogs coming and a few videos that are going to be coming from Alphaland. So I'm going to step up the content game for sure. I'm excited. So if you guys have any ideas or anything you guys want to see from the Alphaland or the Texas area, drop them below in the comments. I will be happy to look over them and possibly do them out for you guys. But with that being said, we got to go to work. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I would love to do more Q&As and stuff like this. You guys definitely blew it up. So I also want to say, like, thank you to everyone that's from Instagram. I have recently hit 12,000 followers. Within like 4 days, I've gained 1,000 each day, and it's just been crazy growth. I have an opportunity as an athlete for a brand coming soon, but I can't talk about that just yet. It'll be probably in the next video. So with that being said, stand up. It's not that hard, and catch you next Monday.
I go so hard, they still discredit my talent. Took shit too far.